There's days where you just have a sort of stock standard sort of a day, and there's days where you're full of joy. You know why I'm full of joy today is because I'm with this man, John Gelavis from HIA, our Premium Partners. Hello, Johnny.
G'day, Pete. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm well, man. You did the CEO Sleepout last night?
Oh, yes. It was good. Bit cold and pretty rough, but not after any sympathy, because there's lots of people across the country that are sleeping rough every night.
I saw you clubbing at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I saw you out there.
My cardboard was the only place I was at last night, and I've got to say it was rough, and many people are experiencing that throughout the country. And so I guess last night on the whole, St Vinnie's CEO Sleepout's an important way of raising important funds for Vinnie's to run the programs that they run, supporting homelessness across the country, and in particular in Western Australia.
And let alone the awareness that it gives everybody as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
When is it a good time where living is affordable, or what blocks that when it's not?
There's a number of issues, and it's quite a complex matter of housing affordability. There's been recent conversations, particularly around the federal election, around capital gains tax and negative gearing changes.
Yep.
However, the bigger issue from a housing industry perspective is the amount of taxation that's levied on the residential housing industry. So independent research we've done suggests that 41% in WA of a house is a tax-free charge or levy.
Really?
And it's a significant impost on housing. And if there's ways that the government can act and do need to act, is around the level of taxation across an industry like the new housing industry that is essentially providing shelter for the community.
Talking about things like a stamp duty, yeah?
Stamp duty is a very inefficient tax, and if that was able to be removed, that would go a long way to making housing more affordable. But also there are a range of levies that are applied on the industry that get passed on through the process, and the cost ends up becoming quite excessive because of the amount of taxation. So if governments across the country are able to focus on the amount of taxation on new homes, we're able to make housing much more affordable. And that's really, I think, one of the key answers and some of the key strategies that government need to employ to make housing affordable for many Australians.
Yeah, it's lovely, well answered. And oh, hang on, it's one of those street people. It's Aaron Pitt. He did his sleepover last night.
Thanks for waking us up, John.
Yeah, no worries, mate. My pleasure.
Mate.
You needed it.
How was your cardboard, bro?
It wasn't as good as the bed, I tell you what. It was a hard night. It was a hard night. About 3 o'clock in the morning, you could just feel it in your fingers. It was terrible. It was terrible.
But somehow John looks quite good, and you look crap.
Someone have got to wake you up.
I had to go and wake him up.
He's had breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. Where's everyone gone?
I don't know, but they've all shot through.
Well done, chaps. You should be proud of yourselves. Congratulations. Love to see you, Johnny.
Thanks, Pete. Great seeing you too.
Well done, man. Go and have a little cuddle. Have a little cuddle. Thanks for joining us, everyone. That's all we've got time for. If you love the program, head to the website, watch it again, realestatetv.com.au. This program, old programs, products, the whole kit and caboodle. Have a look around. We'll see you next week. Stay on 7. Something fantastic's about to happen. See you soon. Come on, I'll buy you some sort of, I'll buy you a hash brown. That's all.
And that's a wrap.